Ralph Gwynn, June 2026. All right.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Jen has asked me to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm entering my 82nd year. I'll be 82 in October of this year. And my journey with Christ has been an interesting journey. I guess it started when I was very young. My mother ran Sunday schools in our houses in different parts of the world where we traveled. My father was in the military, so we went all over the world. So having been used to that, whenever I joined the Air Force myself, it was a different world because I was not under her protection or the family protection. So I was on my own. So I was posted to a camp in Ireland, and they had a system on that camp, or an organization, should I say, called SANS Homes. And Jen brought it all back to me last Sunday whenever she talked about the idea of opening a home at our meeting in the old office building. I thought, what a wonderful idea, because what happened to me was I went to that Sands home because it was a place where there was, I didn't drink at the time, and it was a non-alcoholic place, which was great, and it had pool tables and food, and as a young Air Force man, that was important. So we went there, and I was met by a fellow that ran it. His name was Tom, and he introduced me to Jesus in a different way because I'd, of course, known about him when my mom was doing Bible Sunday schools, but and Bible studies too, by the way. But Tom had a different approach. He made it more personal because a relationship with Jesus Christ is much more personal and much more important than going to church or going to Sunday school or going to Bible studies, because it's the relationship between you and God. Because Jesus is a peaceful place to be compared to this world today. And so traveled through life, and unfortunately, many of you have drifted away and become more engrossed with today's world and the world at large. But when I came to Canada eventually and met my wife, and she knew that I was already a Christian, but wasn't really doing what I should be doing, she got me to come back to church. And I bless her heart, and I can thank Pat for that. She brought me back through the United Church system. But there again, I was seeing things in there that weren't really giving me the personal relationship with Jesus. I was learning all the things that the Bible was teaching, which was great, but it was still a little distance, more distance. So eventually, we ended up at Barrie Free Methodist Church quite a number of years ago, and when we've had two ministers, and now a wonderful lady minister looking after it. And through all of those teachings, there was always an emphasis that Jesus is a personal relationship. After all, he took the time to send his son to have a personal relationship with us, not some God sitting on a pedestal somewhere or on posted on a wall. He was a real live person right here with us. And I think that's pretty good whenever God takes the time to come down and see us rather than expecting us to stand at the foot of the hills and worship. So that has been pretty much my life with Jesus. And Jen asked me to talk about my favorite passage in the Bible. Well, it's the 23rd Psalm. And for all of the obvious reasons. I mean, he looks after us, he guides us, he actually defies our enemies. He makes sure that we're well catered for in spite of our enemies. And he gives us a peaceful place to be. Because in my age, a peaceful place to be is what I need. It doesn't need to be an active life anymore. It needs to be a place where I can communicate with someone who really cares. And I know Jesus really cares. And he would really care for you if you're interested.
Okay. That was good.
I think it was about 3 minutes or 4 minutes.
It's about 4 minutes, 5 minutes, almost 5 minutes. So that's great. Is there anything else that you want to share? Are you?
Not really.
It's okay,
Yeah.
because you said it. You said it all. You gave a little bit about your story, personal relationship, a God who comes down, and the peace that you experience because of who He is. So,
I should finish off with I'm now back with a family because being an only child and having lost his parents, albeit later in life, and now I look at our family who are all out doing our human family. They're all out and about doing their thing. We don't see them as often as we would like to, but we see our church family every week because we go to Bible studies and we go to church and we go to the functions when we can. And we were able to take Jesus with us when we do our music, which is wonderful too. We get the opportunity to share through our musical ministry at least one or two Christian pieces each time we play. And that's twice a week. So we're happy with the family we've got, and we're happy to share our belief in Jesus.